In 2010, a 7-year-old boy vanished from school after a science fair. Here is the case of Kyron Horman.
Kyron Horman was born September 9, 2002. Kyron's family and friends would describe him as a sweet boy who loved school. On the day of his disappearance, he was attending a science fair at his school, Skyline Elementary, in Portland, Oregon. He had created a project on tree frogs. This photo was taken by his stepmother, Terry. It is the last known photograph of Kyron before he went missing. On June 4, 2010, Kyron would be driven to school by his stepmother, Terry, along with her infant daughter. They would attend the science fair together, and Terry would take this photograph. From there, Terry would say goodbye to Kyron as he walked to class. Terry states that the last time she saw him was about 8:45 a.m. Terry then stated she visited 2 different grocery stores until around 10:10 a.m. Then, she would take her infant daughter for a drive to soothe an earache. Next, at around 11:40, Terry visited the gym, where she would work out until around 12:40. She then drove home and posted the pictures of Kyron at the science fair on Facebook around 1:20. Kane, who was Kyron's biological father, would arrive home from work at 2 o'clock. He, Terry, and their infant daughter would go to the bus stop and await Kyron's arrival. At 3:30 p.m., Kyron's bus would arrive, but Kyron would not be on it. Terry would immediately call the school in an attempt to find out where Kyron was. The school's secretary would let her know that Kyron had never attended his first class and was marked absent. Usually, when a child is marked absent, parents are notified by a phone call. This did not happen. Terry had called the school a week earlier, telling them that Kyron had a doctor's appointment on Friday. The appointment was actually for the following Friday, not the Friday that he went missing. This is believed to be the reason for the mix-up. The school secretary would immediately call the police. A search for Kyron would begin. This would become the largest criminal investigation in Oregon's history.
The Kyron Horman Case, Part 2.
Over 1,300 people would begin the search for Kyron. They would search the 2-mile radius around Skyline Elementary, and then a bridge about 6 miles away. The reason for searching the bridge was not disclosed. 1 week after Kyron had gone missing, Desiree Young, who was Kyron's biological mother, along with her husband, and Kane Horman, Kyron's biological father, along with his wife Terry, would attend a press conference. This was an attempt to get Kyron's case more noticed. It is important to note that during this press conference, Terry displayed some interesting behavior. She was seen touching and comforting Kyron's mother, Desiree, which was odd for their relationship. Soon after, all 4 parents would take polygraph tests regarding Kyron's disappearance. Terry would be the only one to fail. In fact, she would take a second polygraph and also fail, and then take a third, but walked out. This did not result in any charges, but it did point suspicion at Terry. It was later revealed that a bus driver and a student and their family on the day of Kyron's disappearance claimed they witnessed Kyron, Terry, and her daughter walking out of the school to her car. There is no way to confirm this. Then, in a bizarre twist, Terry would be caught up in a murder-for-hire plot. Terry had allegedly hired a landscaper to kill her husband, Kane, in January of 2010, before Kyron went missing. It was believed that she was mad at Kane for having her older son move out and live with his maternal grandparents. At the end of June 2010, Kane would move out, file for divorce, and get a restraining order against Terry. Terry then began a naughty texting affair with one of Kane's old schoolmates. This doesn't necessarily make her guilty, it just adds to her odd behavior. Terry would go on to do several interviews, including an appearance on the Dr. Phil show in 2016. She maintains her innocence and believes that Kyron was kidnapped. Terry has not faced any charges related to the Kyron Horman case. Kyron Horman is still missing, but his family deserves answers. His mother, Desiree Young, continues to do interviews every few years in an attempt to get any information about her son. Thank you for listening, and stay safe out there.